everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about this book that I started reading recently called Radical Forgiveness by Colin Tipping. I haven't read that much of it, but the parts that I have read have already started changing my life. So I was like, I don't have to wait till I finish. Let me just share what I know with the people, you feel me? So that's where we are now. Yes, I dyed my hair blonde because I felt like it. I might dye it again. We'll see. But hair is not what this video is about. So if you want to know more about radical forgiveness, please stay tuned. Alright, so first of all, I'd like to address the fact that I'm very rough right now. I really be coming on this camera rough as hell, and I really don't care. Maybe I'll start caring when more people actually watch my videos. But anyways, this book, I thought it was just gonna be about forgiveness, but this book is literally about a whole different way of looking at your entire life. So the book opens with Colin talking about a situation that his sister had with her husband, and basically just a very drama-filled situation, and she just felt like the victim in the situation and all this other stuff. And after countless times of her going over what's going on with her and her husband to her brother over and over, day after day, he finally goes to her and introduces her to the idea of radical forgiveness. And basically he asks her first if she's willing to even look at the situation in a different way, because that's what you have to do in order to even think about radical forgiveness, is you have to be able to look at whatever situation you're in a totally different light. Because normally when something happens in our life and we're victimized by it, we think of it as happening to us. So then we're not willing to hear any other perspectives, because we're the victim, and we live in a society where that's okay. It's like somebody's going to be condemned and somebody is going to be the one that condemns them. So it's like, that's just how we live. But when you change your thinking to radical forgiveness, I'm gonna stop holding the book up, y'all get the point. But once you change your thinking, you completely, none of that matters. So he asked her if she wants to look at the situation a different way, and he goes into a very spiritual way of thinking, in the sense that when things happen to you, all of this is just learning experiences and healing experiences. Everything that goes on in your life, that's all that we live for, is to feel emotions and learn. That's it. So when he's telling her that her husband is doing X, Y, and Z, whether he knows it or not, it's for her, because she needs to heal from something, or she needs to learn something. And something that I know and have learned myself personally is that if you don't learn a lesson, it's gonna keep coming back to you over and over and over until you get it. So basically he tells her to trace back other times, because basically with the situation with her husband, she feels unloved and abandoned. He didn't cheat on her or anything. Her past husband, her first husband, had cheated on her. Her second husband that she's with now, he is neglecting her or whatever. And he tells her go back to a time in your life when you felt unloved and neglected, and she just kind of traces all of the time that she's felt like that all the way back to her childhood and her dad, and basically she has never healed from those problems that she has with her father, so they've been trailing her all her life in all her other relationships until she's learned to deal with and heal with that very first instance of the problem. And that's something that I was like, wow, I need to do that. And I started trying to, but I started doing it. But every time I start going back to think of things that have happened to lead me to X, Y, and Z, and why I behave this way and why I feel this way, I don't know, it just gets blurry. So I don't know, I'll try another day. But yeah. So he also, when I say spiritual, he talks about the fact that all of our souls, I'm about to get real deep on you for a second, but all of our souls are connected, and we're all connected to God. So, our souls are trying to all mesh together and work together to make everyone heal to a certain point, that when we eventually reach our higher selves and get to God, we will have fulfilled our purpose here on earth, which is to feel emotions, learn from them, and all this other stuff that I'm not going to get into. But yeah, so it just comes down to every person that you interact with and every person that does something to you, or in my opinion now, teaches you something, their soul was trying to help your soul heal from something that you haven't acknowledged yet. And when I found that out in this book, I was like, damn. And I was just thinking back to all the people that have ever been in my life, come in and out, hurt me, done whatever to me. And I was just thinking of all of the lessons that I was supposed to learn that I ignored because I was angry and too busy being a victim. And I just feel a million times lighter already when I say it out loud and think about it. The fact that these people did not do anything to me. My soul and their soul were working together to heal me from something that I haven't come to terms with yet. Since I don't know what exactly I'm healing from, that's still a process that I'm going through. But just knowing that, it's so much easier to just accept and understand why I feel this way and why I've been doing things a certain ways, because I haven't learned and I haven't healed. And it's just wow, it's great. Another really important thing that was in this book is the idea, or the difference between traditional forgiveness and then radical forgiveness, because he talks about the fact that with traditional forgiveness, what you do is you let bygones be bygones, and you kind of, even though you forgave the person, there's still that you did me wrong and I had to let it go and be an adult. But with radical forgiveness, what makes it radical is the fact that you're not essentially forgiving at all. Because in order to forgive someone, they would have had to do you wrong. But in radical forgiveness, you understand that whatever they're doing is for you, and it's to help you move on and to help you do other things in your life and heal from things. So really, you have to thank them for whatever they're doing. It sounds crazy, but when you really internalize this and you think about how much easier it is to not have to be angry at anyone and not have to be spiteful and not hurt at all, because you don't think about them having hurt you and you having to forgive them for it, because there's nothing to forgive, because all they did was teach you something or help you. They helped you by hurting you. Pain is the only way that we learn. My favorite quote, don't remember where I heard it, everything great is on the other side of discomfort. The greater me is on the other side of all this that I'm going through right now and have gone through. And knowing that and understanding that I no longer have to forgive people because they're not doing anything to me. None of this is personal. None of this is permanent. None of this is anything. They are trying to help me. Their soul is trying to help my soul. I don't think you guys understand. Do you understand? Are you feeling me? Are you hearing me? Because I can't wait to finish this book, because so far I'm only, a chapter 2-3 chapters in, and I've already learned so much. And I feel so light. As angry as I am at people, and I know, because I'm just learning this and understanding this, it's not fully taken root in me yet, but it's starting to. And even though I'm so angry at so many people and have been for so long, I can feel it fading, because and coming to terms one situation at a time, one person at a time, with what they did to me, why they did it, and then going back, looking into myself and understanding what was I supposed to learn from that, or what was their soul trying to tell me, what was I not listening to, and that is making all the difference. So that is all that I wanted to share with you folks. Thank you for watching as always, and I hope you guys really are listening to me when I tell you that people are not doing anything to you, they're doing it for you. So yeah, that's all. Good night. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.